Max from Steal His Dad's Balls out here in Reykjavik, Iceland. And in today's video, I am going to tell you what are the 3 things stopping you from becoming more mature, adult, and I would say grounded version of yourself, in case you are a young dude who is quite consciously, believe me you are, if you are watching this video, transitioning from being a boy, youngster, teenager, to his own independent, very, very humble man. And 3 points we will walk over this wonderful Reykjavik night. Maybe we will even catch some Nordic lights and cold with this weather. Well, alphas do not get cold, so there is no chance. The 3 points which are absolutely stopping you from being more grounded and mature, and as a result are preventing you from getting more consistent on your positive habits, getting more meaningful and pleasant relationships in your life, and overall becoming a better version of yourself. These 3 heads of the dragon, in case you don't know, in Ukrainian Russian culture there is that character which is the dragon with 3 heads, which represents some evil thing. That's how deep the knowledge of this character is for me. And these 3 heads are, first one, biggest one, that's you can literally turn off this video. Please don't do it after you hear this one. You do not know who you are. That's crazy. That's like, even though it sounds very vague and abstract, this literally messes with you on the level which you cannot even realize, because your inner state, which is mostly expressed by your emotions, which then result in your decisions and actions, are vastly formed by that concept of you, which you unconsciously has been given by whatever environment you existed for the first couple of decades on this planet. Hello, people watching from Mars in whatever the hell year. The second point is that you are crazy dependent on the feedback of the external world when you are executing on whatever you are doing. It is mostly expressed in 2 major things, which is actually under one umbrella of people's validation. It's either money, such as the exchange of resources, or attraction, friendship. So people wanting or not wanting to spend time with you based on just transaction-less interactions. Technically, there is still some form of transaction, like laughter with your friends, spiritual renewal, even though it sounds in itself absurd, but yeah, in some way, exchange of that invisible energy with laughter, positive stories, just fun experience. It's in some way, again, it's still exchange, but in much less animated way, like it is with, just handing the cash or using NFC on your phone to simulate the right payment and then running away fast. I mean, that's how I have been living in Iceland for the past 4 years. And that's the second point, which is mostly derives from the first one, because when you know who you are, then you're not as driven by the external validation as you used to be before this insane shift has occurred in your consciousness. And finally, the third thing, which is the most down to the earth. And I'm telling you this after I have started consistently doing new hobbies in my life, consistently going out to bars and nightclubs to meet girls. You are literally not taking enough action. Like, first two things are just vague shit, which is working only if you are taking enough action. So, if you are right now just crusty keyboard, completely sexless dude, do not think about who you are. Do not think about your dependence on external validation. Just take more action. Like, if you are playing video games, you might get this innate, very powerful desire to go and slay some dragons, in the game, or build the thing, or I don't know, complete the mission. Essentially, this dopamine structure is supposed to serve you in this real game, which is, I will share it in just a moment. Little shiny pause. What are people with epilepsy? This dopamine structure, which is now being preyed on by modern days social media applications, video games, video platforms, etc. I'm telling you about this as the guy who creates the videos, the guy who creates programs, the guy who is, by the way, stealing your job, because I am an AI automation developer. You remember knowing who you are. That's from where this certainty in your voice comes from, and where the clarity and lack of noise in your brain are arising from. But again, you are not entitled to thinking about this stuff. You actually can think about it, but you will just not have enough context unless you take enough action. And there are actually 4 main domains in which you can improve as a young guy. And here you just need to make a little deeper dive into what kind of life you have been living so far. And you will decide whether you should improve your health, if you're a fat slob, improve your game and sex life, in case you are just a crusty keyboard ninja. Your wealth, in case you have never been achieving mastery and status in your other endeavors, such as sports or school. And finally, connection to God, spirituality, higher purpose. That one is just vague. You do not have to think about that one. Again, it's just too abstract for now. It will come when you have closed the previous 3 pillars. And yeah. Not knowing who you are. By the way, I do know that when I will be editing this video, it will be totally misaligned with where I'm moving my hands, but I'm giving my best. So, not knowing who you are, being dependent on external validation, and being too passive, not taking enough action, are 3 main things which are the invisible handcuffs. You, society, parents, world, fate, whatever the hell has put on you. But as soon as you discover in which area of your life you need improvement, you take massively crazy, huge amount of action on it. You will get huge bursts of energy, which will lead you down the path of discovering what's your purpose, who you are, what kind of treats and cookies you need to let go of in order to pursue your sincere goal fully. And from there, you will feel so good that no form of external validation will be able to replace that inner joy which comes from being aligned with what you are here to do. Thank you a lot for watching this video. Subscribe, like, give me a bit of external validation, but also, a bit more seriously, actually like and subscribe so that I know that you would like to have more content like this produced by me in order for you to have some fun watch during the lunch in case you are a derper, or just have chunks of useful, tailored specifically for you advice in order for you to progress in your fitness goals, money goals, and let's call it dating goals. I love you. You're the best. Also leave in the comment section which point you think is the most legit, which one is total bullshit, and in case you do, then leave the ones which you think are encapsulating the essence of our search for sense in this life a bit more accurately. I absolutely love you, and I am excited to see you on the other side where you are rich, just crazy popular, and the most important, fulfilled. Stay awesome. On the sides of me, apart from beautiful bakery, which is apparently a bit harmful but at the same time super tasty, there are also a couple of videos which you can check out in order to get more information, have more fun, and basically spend time in the useful way. Here and here. Cheers.